Hey everyone, this question or comment comes from Sue in Colorado, and I know many of you out there can relate. She says, I may be opening up myself up to some criticism here, but I would like your thoughts on how to deal with being last or almost last. I love the process of training and getting out there and doing things and following a plan, but the truth is I'm not fast. I will never be fast. I'm okay with that when following my plan and doing my training, but when I get to events, even if I do everything according to my plan, I usually end up at the very back of the pack, and I get discouraged about that because of how hard I've worked. I know I should not compare myself to anyone else because everyone is different, but it's hard not to compare. Any thoughts? Yeah, thank you, Sue, for asking. And I'm usually open and honest with people. If you know me, you know that. So my very first comment back was, someone has to be last. What's wrong with it being you? Are you going to be critical of, if you're not last, of other people that come in behind you? No, you're going to cheer them on and give them as much credit as you give yourself for crossing that finish line. So what discourages you about being in the back of the pack when you just said, I'll never be fast? So if you keep telling yourself you'll never be fast, you probably won't. Fast is such a relative term. Fast to me means something different to someone else. So again, use that term within your own personal description of what fast means to you, because that's the most important part, is that fast means to you. Fast to you is something that it is different to me. So I encouraged her, we've already had this conversation, and I encouraged her to stop saying I'll never be fast and just really speak in the positive and speak in the moment and be happy with where you're at, because the fact, again, that you get to even train and do triathlons is pretty special, and you should be grateful for that. And if you can continue to tell yourself you'll never be something, you probably won't. Whether it's fast or slow, whatever it is. Second thing I told her was, just because you finished last has nothing to do with how hard or how smart you trained. She did mention she was discouraged because she trained so hard and then she might finish last. So how you finish an event, whether it's first or last, has more to do with who shows up, how many people are in the competition, how many people in your age group show up, what faster people, what slower people in your age group show up. And it doesn't have anything to do with how hard, and I corrected her with how smart she trains. Also, do you think the person in the back of the pack who finished after you did not train as hard or as smart as you? No, I bet you're not going to have that thought. You're going to encourage everyone who's finishing after you. I find it, me personally, this is another thing I said, I find it easy not to compare myself to anyone else. That's just based on my personality. As a college swimmer, kindergarten through college, I'm competitive within myself, and I know based on certain training parameters I set for myself with my preparation, I know pretty much what I'm going to do come race day. And that's usually my goal, is to know what I'm capable of race day. I actually don't care for the competitions or the events. I'd rather just train. So my mindset over the years has become to treat every competition like a training day, because I love training more than I actually like the competition. So if I have the mindset that it's just another day of training, then I'm in my happy place. Then I just go do my thing like I do in training, and I have my internal personal satisfaction. So it's just about changing the mindset, your attitude about training, about racing. If you really want that podium finish, you have to think ahead and pick an event that is smaller and that you know your previous competition won't be there, so you can reach the podium. So again, it's just, what is the goal? Is it to podium, or is it to finish, or is it to go a certain time or not? So also, one of the last things I mentioned to her is choose your hard. Is it harder to compare yourself to others in your age group or teammates? Or is it harder to train without an event goal? Think about it. And again, you think of this as a life lesson. Always choose your hard. I think, I always tell athletes who complain about maybe they have to do an indoor workout because of the weather. Well, what's the alternative? Either you go indoors and do the workout or you don't do it at all. Choose your hard. Is it harder to work out indoors or is it harder not to do the workout? Always kind of keeping that choose your hard, choose the alternative. I think one more thought I had for her was, is it too difficult to come in last? Then you have to enter other events. Is it more difficult to train without an event than enter an event and change your attitude mindset about finishing? So those are my thoughts. Attitude is everything. And hopefully this will resonate with a few of you out there. If you do have questions for me, please go to speakpipe.com/endurance hour. Leave me a voicemail. Or you can comment below or send me an email and I will respond as quickly as I can. Make it a great day.